Hey, Beach. So, welcome to One Pebble. Hey. Um, what have I learned in a week of owning a CNC machine? All of the studying and reading and everything else you're doing, it's great. But once again, this is like many things in life where the study, the academic work you're going to do before you buy the thing is not the same as actually doing. Um, I had delusions of grandeur. And I'd set this thing up, would run, and I'd create signs and all this other crazy stuff. Um, but it's not gone that smoothly. This is not really to be unexpected. If you look at what's said online and everything else, and all the videos you watch, the gentlemen and ladies who are telling you this stuff, they're telling you it for a reason. Believe them. I didn't. My dad. But they tell you for a reason. Okay? You're going to break bits. You're going to mess up some cuts. You're going to configure it wrong. And if you have one like this where the power is actually on the router, you're going to forget to turn it on one time. And it's going to slide around and make an awful noise until you notice it and you smack the little stop button here with a list of explicatives that'll follow. Or maybe you're going to put on your headset and you're going to be like, yeah, I think I got this. You're going to start rocking out to something else. And you're going to let it do its thing. And then you're going to turn around and say, well, I guess it can cut aluminum. By the way, this is one of the little clamps that goes on here to hold things down. Yeah, I got distracted. I was cutting up some other wood for another project, and yeah, cut right through it. This did break the bit. This is one broken bit. Yeah, wasn't too happy over this one. But once again, you have to take this as an understanding that it's a week of owning the CNC. I mean, everybody's going to have these pitfalls. If you don't, you're awesome. But if you do, guess what? You're just like the rest of us. It happens. Move on. Now, with that being said, a bunch of people will tell you it's all about the bits. It's all about the bits. You get what you pay for. And this is very true. But as a new person into CNC, I would not suggest spending $80 on a single bit. Yeah, they're expensive. They really are that expensive. Amazon, not really the best of bit quality. Yeah, you can find some Rocklers on there and some of the others, but those bits are expensive. I wouldn't suggest those. Go with the Jimatsu, whatever they are. Starts with a G. I'll put a link to the ones I bought. I'm using one that's like I think it's called a corn cob bit. I don't know. But it was like $20 for 6 or 7 of them. So I'm not heartbroken that I broke them. And I only broke 2. I'll probably make more. But yeah, so you're going to break them. It's just what it is. Just be observant, watch the thing. And yeah, hopefully in the future you make less and less mistakes. And it's not just the mistakes of not turning it on. It's the feed speed, it's the plunge rates, it's did you have it zeroed in correctly, etc., etc., etc. all those things come into play. And without putting hands on the equipment, it's kind of hard to get that stuff right. So don't beat yourself up. I started to beat myself up over it. Like, did I get in over my head? Did I make a mistake? No, I didn't. It's just, you have to accept that this is a process. You have to learn, okay? So keep your head up, keep trying, and we'll get through it. All right. Another thing. So I bought the dust boot because I don't like my wood shop covered in dust. Dust, it's not there. You didn't see it. It's not there. Okay? No, but seriously, I had an immense problem with dust, just with the table saw, band saw, etc., circular saws, drills, whatever, the sanders, the routers, the Dremel tool that I was using. God, I probably had this much sawdust stacked up in an area where I was working. Finally cleaned all that up. Anyway, so I got the dust boot. Dust boot placement, very important also. You wouldn't think so, you just put it on there and you can let it ride just over the top of the wood and yay. But you have to think about how deep you're plunging actually into that wood, because let's say you're plunging in an inch. See this, okay? So we're imagining this piece of wood is the bit, my finger is the, I'm going to say this wrong, I apologize to all the other people out there, call it? It's this piece that holds the bit. I'm trying to learn the verbiage, okay? Hang with me, we'll get there. Anyway, so you say you plunge an inch down, okay? When you do that, that collet's going all the way down into this dust shoe. And if you're not careful, no, don't mind me, I didn't mean to flick off the camera. I got 2 fingers up there now 3, okay? Everybody feel better? Good. Anyway, so you can see this interior plastic, and then you see this nice little odd round shape here. Yeah, that's from where the collet met the printed dust boot, and it melted it quick like it in a hurry. It's hot, it's spinning fast, and it just chewed it right up. No, it was not that off center, by the way, but when it got down that far, it was pushing the boot down onto the wood, so the boot is held on by these 3 magnets, and the magnets started to pry away, so the dust boot shifted just a little bit, and that little bit of a shift caused it to get caught over here, and once it had made contact, it was a hot plastic gooey mess. To get it off of the router took about an hour, and yeah, I was afraid I had ruined the whole thing, so, but I didn't. Luckily, I won't say by skill, that was all luck, but things like this are going to happen. It's a lesson. It's still usable, thank goodness, because I didn't want to pay for another one. I did see some plans on how to build them, so maybe we build one. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, T-tracks that I have in here, I love them. But you, once again, really have to pay attention to where you're putting stuff. It's been fun so far. It's been a learning experience. Another thing that has sort of caught me off guard, fonts. I've never cared much about fonts, ever, in my life. But when you start trying to match the font of a work you've previously done, and it's from, let's say, a template, like a router template that you bought off Amazon, I'm gonna say leave the name off. But that font, can't find it. I looked, and finally just ran through a bunch of different fonts, trying them out. And then that's when I came to this and I was like, here, we'll just put them on wood. Because the fonts, when you look at them on the computer and then you look at them on the actual material, to me look different. Maybe they do, maybe they don't, but to me they do. So, printed them out, printed, CNC'd them out? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so fonts are also going to be another fun thing that you run into, and that at least I ran into in week 1. So, anyway, that's about it for now, and we'll see where this goes from here. Anyway, hope you guys had fun, and talk to you later. Bye.